Okay, so were you by yourself or?
No, me and my wife.
You and your wife?
Yeah,
okay.
we was in the
Where were you?
storm cellar that I built.
Oh, good Lord. There we go. All right, let's clear a path here for her. Hello? By day, you can get an even better idea of just how incredibly powerful this tornado that tore through north of Dawson Springs was overnight. You could see the power flashes in the distance as we were trailing behind this nocturnal nightmare, and the power flashes indicating there's homes in the path, and this was it. Incredibly, there was a tornado just 2 years ago, just to the south of Dawson Springs, and the couple that lived here, they learned a lesson from that this basement likely wasn't going to be good enough if a tornado were to come through their own home. And less than 2 years later, it happened, but they were able to survive because they built this shelter. He built it by his own hands, and it's what ended up saving their lives.
But it's a steel door I'd put on there, and it reinforced it. So that's the only thing that saved it.
I'll tell you one thing, it's a good thing he built that. Because the basement itself wouldn't have saved us. Good thing you built that in the basement.
Clearly the most important thing is to walk away with your life uninjured, and that's what so many families here were able to do, fortunately. But it's a long road to rebuild, and unfortunately that road starts today.
And then see where that seam is?
Yep.
And then they set this on top of it. And then they put some kind of caulking all the way.
So I know that
It hit at 9:16. Mom asked what time it was. It was 9:16 when we heard it. And then we came out, and these people's trailers were gone. And then it started to pick up again, so we all had to run back to the shelter and wait about 20 minutes, and then we all came out.
Did you believe it was going to happen again, really?
No, I had no idea. It's devastating. It is devastating. But like my mom said, God has a plan. He don't do it for no reason. I was freaking out, and the kids, I had to calm down because the kids were getting a little hectic. But it was really, it got quiet, and then it just came up. You just hear debris hitting. It was really loud. Everybody was crying. It was heartbreaking, heartbreaking. And we were praying, you know, if the house is gone, it's gone. But Lord, we pray that it's not. And if it is, we're good. You know, we got life. That's all that matters. I don't think people hesitated. I think people were out of here. These people left, and then those people left. So pretty much everybody was prepared this time.
You can't describe it, hardly. The first one, we didn't go nowhere. Me and my wife and two grandkids was on the dining room table. My oldest son, his wife was under the mattress in the hall. And this one we left before we even got here.
Less than 3 years after a catastrophic tornado tore through this small community of Barnsley, Kentucky, residents are going through the aftermath of another one. But they're okay because of this tornado shelter. It was installed less than 2 months ago, but a dozen people took refuge here and likely saved their lives from this one.
In 21, all I know to do was just put my grandbabies in a bathtub and I put Bibles between them. I put pillows and blankets all up on them and just trusted in the Lord and just prayed over His protection.
We went up earlier and put our stuff in there, like our important papers that we like the deeds to our houses and stuff, so they wouldn't get blown away. And we took that up there, and then we come back about 8:30. And then the tornado hit at 9. I think it was 9:15.
Sadly, many of the people here have just been living in their new homes that were rebuilt after the last tornado less than a year, less than 6 months. And unfortunately, some are wiped away once again. Some neighbors saying they're not going to come back after this one. In Barnsley, Kentucky, for Weather and Radar, I'm Jonathan Petramala.